So, Robbie, the better team won in the end, but 5 great penalties, fight to the end. You must be proud tonight.
Yeah, very proud of the players. I think coming off the back of Saturday against Hastings, to come against a really good team, really good, comfortable team with athleticism, ability. I thought we had a really good press from the start. I thought if we'd have been a bit more clinical in the first half, we probably could have been 3 or 4-1 up at half time. The goal comes from a mistake, which we sort of took a little bit of a while to adjust to it, but then I thought we finished the strongest, and I thought in the conditions they had in the second half, they sort of favoured them a little bit, but I can't really remember them really having that many opportunities to get in our box. So I thought we were really, really good. I thought our press was good, the way we stopped them playing out, and then we nullified them and closed them down in space. And like I say, I just think with better finishing even in the second half, we could have won the game a little bit more comfortably. But I think I'm extremely proud of the players. We've had a lot of flack. I've took a lot of flack and criticism. But I think you've seen a team that's young, learning the game, and they're going to make mistakes along the way. But it's nice for them to have a disappointing season in the league campaign, but to finish off with a Sussex Senior final. It's going to be a tough game, whoever we get. It's just a great day out for the whole club, and one that the first one I was in, we won. So I'm hoping it's second time lucky on that as well. So, but no, listen, extremely proud. Like I said to you, I was proud of the players on Saturday, of how the shift they put in the work rate, and I'm extremely proud of the players tonight.
All the boys deserve a lot of credit, but the 3 senior players, Craig Robson, brilliant, Calvin Davis and Harvey White. Harvey White got our player of the match, but I thought Josh Dockerud as well. But how important was it? They kept their discipline, and you could see leaders tonight.
Absolutely, and that's what you call for when you've got experienced players. I thought the reaction from Calvin, obviously coming off the disappointment of the sending off, I thought he was excellent in there. I thought Harvey was great. The one real problem is I think Harvey might have pulled his hamstring. So we'll just have to reassess that, and hopefully we'll see where we go with that. But Craig Robson, he's saying to me, I can't even put pressure on my finger. If I have any contact, if I fall to the ground, I'm in agony. And that just speaks volumes for him, really. I did say to him, I'll be honest with you, I'm always honest. I thought, we don't really need you for the league games in terms of, because it was really swollen. But what I did say was, you need to play one game against Hastings, and hopefully you can play in the Sussex Senior Cup semi-final. And he has that, and he's just a great guy. He's just a great guy that I got loads of time for. And I got loads of times for all the players. We're the finished article. No, we're not. But I believe we're on the right path. I think if we can add some quality in the summer, it'll stand us in better stead. And I think over the course of the season, we've been disappointed, but in so many games, in my opinion, there's been fine margins. Fine margins against top teams, against poor teams in the league. Can't speak highly enough of the players. Certainly, come off the first 20 minutes against Hastings to now, with that attitude and application, we just challenged the lads and said, if we can have a press like that and have something about us like in a game like that, why can't we have that against Herne Bay? Why can't we have that against Kingstonian? And why can't we have that? And it's a mentality, and these players are still learning and they're still understanding, because sometimes they look at me like, why are you up to go, gaffer? But the bottom line is, you've got to have a go, because you've got to understand the importance of having the right mentality to play football.
So it looks like going into Folkestone, how's Sam Dequar, Walter Figueroa? Sam's mainly a kick. I think Sam will be okay. I think Walter said he just done the sort of splits when he challenged, and he sort of felt something clunk a little bit, and then obviously we'll have to reassess Harvey and see where we are with him. Well, the first half, have you ever seen a more blatant red card not given in your football career, Robbie?
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, Pete, we talk about referees and we talk about things. They've got a hard job, and the explanation is always spun around in favour of them. They're saying, because there's contact, but we don't know whether Dan Gifford's going to receive the ball on the other side. And I said, well, if the collision's not there, he runs around the other side and getting. But listen, I think we want to take aside that it was a fantastic team performance, and I think it was. I think it really was a good team performance, and for us to show real good bravery, guts, and professionalism and quality on the pens, I thought it speaks a little bit for our mentality. I walked over to Jamie on the third goal and I said, oh my God, I wonder how Mac is feeling, because Mac is a bit of a character, but I don't know whether sometimes he hides that due to his insecurities in terms of him. And in the back of my mind I was thinking, go on Mac, just go and score the winner, and it'll give him such a big lift, and it did. So I just
great for the lads, and they can enjoy a lovely day. Because I said to them before the game, I said, lads, you've got an opportunity to play at the Amex, and I said, no disrespect to yous. I says, at the level you're at and wherever you finish, I don't know, but not very rarely do you get opportunities to play in a Premier League stadium on the occasion. And I said, grasp it and seize it. And I thought, just before the huddle of the penalties, I said, lads, you've got a moment now to get yourselves in the final, and they showed great bravery and showed great courage.
As always, the fans were fantastic. So have you got a message for them going on to our final league game of the season, and then May the 11th?
Yeah, one thing I would say is I'm sorry that we haven't had such a great season. I think the expectations probably were a little bit too advanced at the start of the season. We're a young team, Pete, and you're going to get, bumps and hurdles that you have to overcome sometimes. And what I would say is if we could keep the core of the players together and add some more quality, they will be beneficial for that next year, because they've had, a lot of our players have come out of first team academy football, and it's not the same. It's not the same. It's more physical, it's more intense, and it takes a little while to adjust. And I always feel like, it's not that I'm trying to think. It's like when sometimes players go to City. They need that time to settle in, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying with like that play, what I'm saying is the young lads, and they're coming out of academy football into league, into men's football, and it sort of takes a little bit of time. I'm not using Pep as like a... I'm trying to say sometimes to his level that he gets the players too. They have to adjust, and I think these players need to adjust a little bit. But I think you've seen a lot of heart, a lot of desire, a lot of commitment today, and I'm really, really, really proud and pleased that they've got themselves a final.
Cheers, Robbie.
Top man, Pete.